We got the tier list again from Prydwen and the community. So let's go check it. What's new? What's new? What is the update? What are we thinking about it? If are we agreeing, are we disagreeing, and shit like that, you know? All right, so first of all, why not just go with the Euphoria? Because I don't want to see like Sotheby in B tier just because, oh, we didn't click Euphoria. Let me do Euphoria then. We just watch Euphoria. Now, S. Can you see it? Would you be able to see it? That they all there. Yeah, I'm not covering anything. So S plus, we have Lucy, Willow, and Winsong. I would assume Willow only with poison would be S plus. Only that. Otherwise, she goes like to nothing. You wouldn't use her without Tuesday in the first place. Winsong, Lucy, obviously. Anjanala, Flutter Page, obviously. A lot of people need to pull their Flutter Page for their Fua. Kakania, obviously. Fatu and Villa. This is like correct. There's no other characters that are like Omega good for S plus. I think this is fine. Fatutu, insane healer, insane debuffer, balance HP is like the healing version of Kakania, basically. Sotheby, arguably, you know why not Sotheby, arguably? Because if you're not playing her with poison, you're gonna have random poison cards laying in your hand that are not really doing anything. Sure, you can cast them here and there, and sure, the 2 little ampoules of healing that you will randomly get just by existing, they will trigger the cure when you throw the poison. So there is a little bit of an argument there, like for S plus. But I understand why she's not S plus. Personally, she could be fine in S plus. Because even if you using the poison, unless you need to use using it every time for no reason, otherwise it's you actually trigger the cure by doing poison. You just have to wait until you have the little ampoule on your character, and then you do the poison cast. It's not completely wasted. Only with Euphoria, only stage reverie. Yeah, Villa isn't enough in high stage reverie. Villa is enough, but it depends on the team, right? There are characters like that are way better, like Sotheby, for certain stages where you get fucking bombarded. The reason being the automatic healing. The automatic healing, it just saves your fucking ass constantly. Because even if it's the wrong healer to use, you're still triggering all of those like extra little cures that you had laying around. You can get like 2 or 3 to you can get like 3 normal cure and then like 1 extra cure as well. So you're like kind of safe unless you get giga nuked. You get like fucking 5k hit and the thing doesn't trigger. But you know. But yeah, it could be an S. The other characters are fine. Anjanala is insane. Winsong is insane for that specific encounter where you're like doing like you need star and nuker. Even if it's not star, you can probably brute force. And you can play Flutter Page with Winsong as well. Willow only poison. Lucy is there. I agree with Lucy. I don't know why people are not giving. I mean, I understand not giving Lucy too much value because she's like okay everywhere, right? But she doesn't excel in one thing. That's fine. But why not give the same amount of value to viability, like how flexible the character is? So I feel like Prydwen in this case does a better job than the other tier list, because the other tier list is giving like a little, I think is giving 0 value or very low value to how flexible a character is. Because I'm always thinking about like a new player or a returning player that has picked up Lucy and then they stopped and now they're back. Lucy, you can pull her. We can put it everywhere you want. So that was my argument. But it's not better than Winsong, but it's still like a same tier character. but apparently in the other tier list, they don't really value that too much, which is why Lucy's going to be a little lower. Still a great character, but it's a little lower. Let's move on. S tier is going to have 37, like unbeatable, unpower creepable character is always there. 37, you still used. Chu, I feel like Chu, you could argue of A+ with Chu, but she's not bad, especially if you're going against when you're like a main of Flatus, you're still fine. And with Pickles, it's gonna be even better. Lilia, Giga glow up. Thank God, because I started the game with double Lilia in one temple on my beginner banner. So, you know. Jay, underrated as fuck. I was part of the... I don't know why Jay is so high regarded. I was part of it, and then I pulled for him because I knew there was like a chance. And yeah, it's pretty good. Especially with Babel. Whenever... If you play them together... It's like cinema. There's no way they die unless, I don't know, unless something insane happens or you fuck up your cards, because otherwise you're not dying. Even though it's going to be low life, and that annoys me because I don't like any low life mechanic, but the shield is so fat with these two together that it's like there's no way you're doing anything. You know, there's no way you're killing Jay. Not even like Reverie 290 or like 300 can do it. So, you know. And all of this retaliation when he goes like the counter, all of this fucking counter is gonna spike everything. It's like you're gonna do a lot of fucking burn, a lot of extra damage you're doing. If you play with 37 is like a Ferris wheel. If you play them together. Liangyu, I think she's overhated because of P0 rotation. I think she's overhated as fuck. I think she's still pretty good. I also think a lot of people are, obvious for good reason, very focused on Reverie because it's the ultra endgame sweaty content. So if there is even a little bit of percentage of being shit, they don't play like, oh, this character's bad. But I think she's still pretty good. Now, if you get P1, she's actually like really good. But maybe P1 would be S+. I don't know. Maybe still S. Tuesday, I feel like she should be S+ only in the scenario of poison, because thanks to Tuesday you can do anything with poison. Otherwise, all of these poison stacks will be exploding and being left over, like they will like expire in 2 seconds, and you wouldn't be able to do anything. I destroyed Anjo because of Tuesday. Now, Sotheby went there, triggered like say 50 stacks of poison. Why were there 50 stacks of poison? Because of Tuesday domain. So I feel like Tuesday, I understand why she's S, obviously, but she has the potential to be like S+ just because of what she's able to do in her main scenario, you know? Not really S+. No, I understand why she's in S. I wouldn't say URP1 is a better start DPS when compared to 37. Okay, I'm not saying that, so cool. Moving on. Argus was another character that I didn't pick up in CN because I'm free to play. Still free to play on CN. I can't spend even if I wanted to. So I didn't pick up Argus because she was like before Anjo or something like that. So, but I picked her up in global. I still don't use her too much, but she's still pretty good. And then as long as, and also the debuff is just stays there forever. As long as you are attacking the mob and like so occasionally refreshing, still like a lot of damage gained in the long term. Got triple Willow, but don't have Tuesday. What the fuck? How did you get triple Willow? So maybe Argus was the luxury pool all along, wasn't it? L'Opera, I feel like a lot of people are... Right, we're losing too much time, but yeah, I agree with L'Opera, I agree with Mercuria, but I think L'Opera is a little bit shot on, like, oh, L'Opera, I just skip. Sadly, they didn't continue the bullet meta, but yeah, so that doesn't help her cause. I don't think she's that bad. It's another luxury pool, you know? Like, if you can afford to do it, if you can afford to pick it up, sure, but if you don't pick it up, it's not the end of the world. Mercuria, yeah, Mercuria technically, I don't know. Mercuria, I mean, maybe S plus even, but sure, S. Okay. It's not that like outrageous. Babel, okay. Sotheby, Giga Chad. Tooth Fairy, I don't know, man. Maybe Tooth Fairy with Euphoria. Is Tooth Fairy S? I mean, if Medicine Pocket is A, then sure, Tooth Fairy is S. But I don't know. I feel like Medicine Pocket with Euphoria is gonna be S. Medicine Pocket with Euphoria, it sounds bad. The Euphoria doesn't sound as good, but if you think about it, how often you're gonna get the shield up constantly, automatically. It's like Sotheby, but for like a little bit of shield and a little bit of healing. You're gonna lose HP, but you're gonna get a lot of shield constantly. Not a lot. You're gonna get shield constantly. You can experience this. You can try Medicine Pocket Euphoria in CN right now in the Recoleta. You do it yourself in CN or you do the Recoleta trial, and it's gonna give you P2 Medicine Pocket. It's pretty good. Considering what I think about Impromptu, yes. Noire though, I don't know. I think it's because Noire is using a lot of weird characters. There are not many, like she requires a lot of extra characters. She requires you to play Loggerhead. She requires you to play Anna Lee with Euphoria. So, it's gonna be, it's like maybe because it's a needy character. Maybe they said it. Let's check the changelog. Noire. Lots of potential. Unfortunately, struggles with finding a team placement now. Due to her higher AP requirement, Liang Yu doesn't really slot into her team that well, while Anna Lee Euphoria does function. She didn't get enough from her Euphoria to really hold up teams. Besides that, Noire doesn't really have proper teammates and will unfortunately hang on the lower end until problem is alleviated. This is I partially agree. Like, partially in the sense that, like, I think Anna Lee is still pretty good in the Euphoria. We should have gotten the Godly from the past, but we didn't, so it is what it is. Barcarola is here because Impromptu is flawed. I said it multiple times, and I don't like how Impromptu behaves, and we only have 3 characters for Impromptu, Barcarola, Voyager, and Matilda. So unless we get new characters, this Impromptu is going to be okay for the longest time. And I don't like how RNG dependent it is, and how dependent it is on like you not getting any CC on you, because then you're going to lose the inspiration stacks. And Barcarola, you need to rush ultimate with Barcarola to get everybody into the quartet in time. And while in quartet, you need to also manage your cards and where they are. You need to use the correct tuning to refresh the cards. Where the fuck the thing happened? The inspiration dropped. Where did it drop? Did it drop on a card that you want to use, or did it drop on a card that you really don't want to use, but there's a 5 on it? So, okay, let me refresh and get another one on the another shit cards. Like, okay, then I guess I'll kill myself. It's flawed on the long term, and it's not pleasant to play. I play it on CN. I have it, so I'm not talking out of my ass. I personally don't enjoy it, but it has potential, sure. But we need more characters. That's the TLDR. But yeah, the other characters are fine. Now, let's go check this. Before we check this, since a lot of people got really mad last time that I didn't read this, so let's read the team ratings, okay? 10, these are okay. Where's the weighting? The weighting is here. The scores are gonna be Utu is 1, and Limbo is 1, Utu is 0.4, Raid is 0.75, Rogue is 0.55, and Reverie is 0.9. Now, I have a question. Why is Rogue higher than Utu? I'm not disagreeing. I don't know why. Why is it Rogue higher than Utu? Is there a reason? Why not the same? I don't know. No, I understand why Limbo is 1. If anything, Reverie might even be lower, like 0.8. Because Reverie is, unless you're meaning a Reverie including the temporary Reverie is a one-time thing. And some people that are not really interested in some of the Euphoria characters, maybe new players that don't have the Euphoria characters, they're not gonna really give a fuck about Reverie too much. So maybe even lower than 0.9, but that's fine. I understand why Lippo, I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know why Limbo is 1. I know why, because it's the only place out of all of these where you actually getting pulls. You're getting pulls and clear drops. You're getting clear drops. So this has to be top priority. Like how good a character is for Limbo. And then there are like TLDR here on what the fuck they're doing, and if they're easy or not to use on like as a character, like auto or not. And this is the tier. Everything above 8 is like these Arcanists are really good at their given content, but sadly cannot compare to the best of the best. Okay? So, and 10 is these Arcanists excel at the given content and are often a key component of a strategy. Yeah, not team building, Arcanist. Let's see. First, Kakania. Fair. Do you remember how it used to be Winsong? I wonder why she's lower now. Luxury pool. This will never stop, will it? This will never stop. So, as Asmongold likes to say, save 10 dogs and suck one dick. You're not gonna be the dog saver, you're gonna be the dick sucker. This is what's happening to me with fucking Kakania. I said Kakania was a luxury pool before fucking Lucy came out. No, during Lucy banner, before, so between Lucy and Mercuria, I said maybe wait. Also, I didn't have Kakania, so that was partially a mistake, right? Of saying luxury pool. And second of all, luxury pool doesn't mean skip. It meant if you can afford it, get her. And if you can't, because you just spent for Lucy and you really want to get Mercuria, then maybe save, right? Now, it's not my fault if Global gives us fucking scam banners out the wazoo. So, you know. Dawn is coming. Yeah, Pog. But I agree. That's why I picked up Kakania. I don't know why people were saying like, oh, why did you pick up Kakania? If you said that you need to skip. I never said that, you dumb bitch. I said that it's just a luxury pool during that fucking time frame. Outside of it, it's probably the best character in the fucking game. You know? But it's not my fault if you don't get a normal rerun in Global. It's not my fault. So, you know. I mean, sometimes we get we got a Isolde. We got an Isolde rerun. Normal Isolde rerun. Why couldn't that be Kakania, you know? But for tanking and healing. Well, anyway, Limbo is 9, Raid is 10, Roguelike is 10, Utu is 9. Well, who cares about Utu? Reverie is 10. Yeah, I mean, now this is unironically true. This score is correct. If anything, maybe it could be even higher. You can just chuck her everywhere and it's going to be tanking shit constantly. It's like, oh, I need to heal. Buff yourself plus fucking 30% HP, GG, you know? Could even be higher. But yeah, there you go. Normal Kakania and healing Kakania and healing version of Kakania back to back rank 1 and 2. Limbo could be higher. Yeah, exactly. Utu, nobody cares. So if she's not good for Utu, who gives a fuck, right? But 9 is still pretty high. So 9.6 for Fatu. I think this is fine. Kakania being medium, I actually agree. Because you need to know exactly what the fuck you're doing. Because if you don't, you're going to have issues and you're not even going to know what is happening. Why is she dying? What the fuck? Right? If you don't know that the buff is going to give you back HP and every time you heal, you do damage, you don't know what you're doing. Like, where is this Genesis damage coming from? You know? You could, if you know, 2.2 Stone. Yeah, 2.2 Stone is this. By the way, if you don't know, 2.2 Stone is the translation that my translator gave on the CN version of the game when I hovered over Fadutu, and it said 2.2 Stone. So that's now her name. There's nothing that you can do about it. Yeah. Then we have. So I agree with this, and also Fatutu is easy because you don't really have to do anything. She's gonna almost seamless, like without you using too many cards, throw and retrieve the shells, debuff and heal up constantly. And she also has a Fua as well. So it's it could even be foolproof. To be honest, you can even like autoplay and it's still gonna be fine. Winsong. I'm happy as long as she's not rank 1 for no reason. So that's fine. Winsong is really strong. There's nothing to say. It is difficult though. Yeah, it is difficult though. Yes, it's not an auto friendly character. It's a character you need to like. Okay, not difficult to play, but like it's a character that you need to put effort on and you need to manual. That's what I meant. Oh shit, Recoleta. Okay, wait. Anjonala 9.5. It's the same score as Winsong technically, but due to the different weighting on the places, it's gonna be a little lower. But I think it's still fine. Medium, Anjonala medium. Are we sure about that? I kind of disagree on medium. I think Anjonala is pretty dead. It's pretty brain dead. Now, it's not foolproof because if you auto with Anjonala, you're gonna lose a lot of potential because for some reason auto doesn't like to use the channel first to enable the hard thing. I don't know why. It does it on the first turn, but it doesn't do it on the first card. It's gonna do, let's say you connect Anjo with Lucy, it's gonna do the first turn, it's gonna make you cringe. It's gonna be like Lucy, Anjonala attack, and then the Anjonala channel. And you're gonna like die in Minecraft when you see that. So you know what I do usually? I do the thing correctly, and then I auto. After I do, then I auto. So that way, like if I don't want to, like Alt tab, I don't want to see what all the tragedy. So maybe what does medium mean exactly? Let's see. Medium means there are ways you can optimize your play to fully unlock your character's potential without which involve planning. They'll still perform well on auto. Yeah, it's fine, but I don't like how they play enough fucking auto, man. They mess up the channel every time. Recoleta. Giga Recoleta. Recoleta is crazy. The damage that this fucking girl is doing with the correct characters is insane. I don't understand what they did with Recoleta. You know why I think they like. Okay, so the score is whatever it is, right? I think it could be even higher. This is like a score, automatic score with the given rating, with the given weighting, and the vote that they got. Besides this, I think there is even like extra points that are not in this that are deducted because you need so many characters. Like if you like Recoleta but you don't have Shamaine and you don't have like Melania, let's say, especially if you don't have Shamaine, now you know that you need to get Shamaine somehow, which is, unless we get a rerun, it's gonna be cringe. It's gonna be like, oh fuck. So I feel like this is the only reason why Recoleta is not super high. In this case, it's because like they decided that that's the performance. But I feel like in something like Prydwen, when they don't do the weighting, they do like the overall feels. I think in that case, she wouldn't be super high because if you don't have the correct character, it's gonna be pretty ridiculous. It's gonna be like, you know. But she does like a ridiculous amount of, like a stupid amount of damage with like no effort, and you get free like your like fiction card is gonna be AP free as well. It's like Villa's Rusalka. So this is gonna be a character a lot of people are gonna try to build to. Sadly, I don't have Shamaine in global, so I'm gonna have to, you know, try to get him a little bit because I really like Recoleta, and I want to do. I like Recoleta damage. She looks okay. It's like female Napoleon, but the damage I like. So you know, I'm gonna say something. I like Lucy viability and shit, but I think like in their best, even if P5, Reverie is low. Understandably, Reverie is low. So I agree with this. Reverie is low because it's you can't just brute force it. You just can't. I have P5 Lucy, and I didn't use Lucy on 300. I use P0 J, P0 New Babel, and shit like that. I did use the Anjo on the middle one, but you know I did complete P0 on Poison. for Anjanala boss. So, you know, Lucy sadly doesn't really do too well in Reverie, especially high up. But maybe there's gonna be in like from 300 to 400. Maybe there's gonna be a stage where she can do well. But it's, you know, I think it's understandable. Now, Flutter Page in her perfect team, I feel like she should be maybe higher than Lucy. But maybe it's because low roguelike. And considering how the roguelike is so, it's higher than Uttu, it makes sense that that's the ending like score. But I don't know. I feel it looks a little bit low, to be honest. I really like Flutter Page, ease of use. Medium. Why medium? Why medium? Medium, is it that bad? There's all ways you can optimize your play to fully unlock the canon's potential, which involve planning the super perform well on auto. I guess I would even say easy. Mercuria, it's the highest support besides the Giga gods here, besides the gods above. It's the highest support, makes sense. Then it's Lopera. Lopera is easy, true. Why is Mercuria difficult? If you mess up or don't know what you're doing, you miss out on a lot of their potential. Maybe in the Marcus team, I guess, if you don't know, maybe you don't ult or something. Like you playing with Marcus. I don't know. I don't think it's that difficult. Easy, okay. My goat, Sotheby. Sotheby carried my ass through whole Reverie, so yeah. Understandable. What else? Uttu 8. Limbo 8. Why? I feel like Sotheby is a little too low. Why? So how can a character that it has 10 in the most hardcore hard content in the game have 8 in Limbo? There must be a reasoning here that I'm not grasping. There must be like a point. Like a point, like, oh, because even if you use, like I said before, even if you use the poison card and you have the cure ampoule on top of the little symbol, even casting poison, which technically would be a wasted card, you still do cure. So I don't know. I feel like Sotheby could be regarded as a great healer outside of poison, in my opinion. It's not, but 8 is not. It's not like 2, right? It's 8. It's not 2. So okay, roguelike 9, raid 8, limbo 8. I feel like limbo should be a little higher. But besides that, everything is fine. Sotheby is insane. No, I agree. I think Sotheby is really good, but you know. Tuesday is fine. Lilia foolproof. Great. It fits the character. Tuesday should be higher, but only in the poison scenario. Everything else I think is fine. Reverie 9, correct. Limbo 8, I guess because it's either works and doesn't work, I guess. You can just brute force. I don't know. Maybe you can though. I don't know. A little low there. Everything else is fine. Medium. Actually, maybe I would argue maybe difficult. Tuesday and Willow, they should be difficult. Well, maybe Tuesday is not that difficult. No, I mean, okay. As long as Willow, I don't know where Willow is, probably low. As long as Willow is difficult, I will agree. Foolproof Lilia, 8.6, makes sense. Poor Liang Yu, actually like Liang Yu, even if I have her P0. They should probably remove 0. But I understand why, because she still works. But like 1 should be the aim for everybody, so you flow better. Unless you play Liang Yu with Flutter Page, you do 1 IP. And that's gonna help a little bit with the talents. And with flowing of the ultimate. Because sometimes if you don't have enough IP, you're not gonna be able to do enough cards to get the talents to 6. Or whatever, is it 6 or 5? So you need to wait the next turn, and then the ult fucking goes away. You can only do like one Tiger Claw, whatever the fuck. Babel 8.5 makes sense. Even though she's great, and like Reverie and Limbo, that's all it matters, to be honest. Noire, I think Noire main problem is the team. Noire main problem is the team. Like give Noire a great team, and she's gonna be skyrocketing. 37, 7.2. Yeah, you know, for people watching, this is not going to be a problem. You know why? Even if this character is a 7, I know that the first reaction is going to be, what the fuck, right? But there are still some really, really fucking strong teams that you can do with 37. For example, J, Babel, 37, Isolde, or Villa, or whatever the fuck. And with that team, you're going to eviscerate anything that does any form of AoE. The sheer amount of fucking extra Eureka that she's going to get, even at P0, because my 37 is P0 everywhere. So that's ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. So don't feel too bad if you like 37 and it's like, oh, only 7. Oh, it is difficult. So I agree with the difficult. Check the last note. What note? Requires Tuesday to function properly. Ratings Tuesday. Oh, sorry, I didn't see it. Because you know why? They shouldn't put this here. Because this is where they explain the character. This is where they explain the character. Why did they put like revised ratings inside the kit explanation window? Obviously, I'm not going to read that. But thank you for telling me. I didn't see it. Requires Tuesday to function properly. Rating with Tuesday. 1099 equals 8.8. Okay. Again, makes sense. Yeah. Cool. I agree. Next time, I understand you don't have the space for this, but maybe consider adding another column on the right, because I really didn't see it. Because it is under kit explanation, so I automatically filter it out because I know how the character works. I don't need to read it, the kit explanation. So I don't expect to find and revise the scores there. Maybe do like this with Euphoria, the sub scores with Euphoria. Do it with Willow as well, and put like sub score with Tuesday. We can do that as well, right? Okay, yeah, see? Medicine Pocket with Euphoria, 8.6. I was telling you that they're going to be crazy. Look at the sideshow for Willow. Is that the... Yeah, I mean, this is an option. I don't know if this is the top one is the best one. I think it's just like 2 options. This one is for you are missing the healing because it's not on Sotheby, but you are doing like what, 48%? 40%? There's a reason why. What is it? You are doing 40% poison. 40% poison. You are losing the healing down, but who cares, right? If in the cure status, get additional damage. You can even do this if you are playing with Sotheby, which you are. Don't even know how to play the character. Why? This works. I'll copy my explanation. You'll copy it. Well, anyway, the reason why it being there is because you can get like free poison from this. So maybe if people get Willow outside of the event, and they don't have the currency to buy this, maybe it's not back in the shop, they can get Mournful Face, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, everyone else, pretty good. Yeah, well, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and see you next time.